This is Tempelhof, an abandoned airport. In 2008 they closed this airport. So now it's like a park for people here in Germany to come. And this week they have a circus festival here. So sometimes they have some festivals and happenings here. This is really surrealistic. You can walk on a airfield. So follow me to this Tempelhof Airfield or abandoned airport. So long way you can walk here on the airport. And Tempelhof, once upon a time I remember when you go to Berlin, you go to Tempelhof Airport. But now it's Brandenburg Airport, I think, and Schönfeld Airport. And there they have some circus week, circus festival. And over there we have the Berlin city. And here you can see the abandoned airport. And now we're walking on the airfield. You say airfield? I think it's called airfield. It's crazy weather in Europe. In Berlin now, today it's 33 degrees in the shadow. That's crazy in a big city, no? 33 degrees. Usually you have this weather in Thailand, not in Berlin. It's amazing in a good and a bad way. You sit down, take a beer. Do you know what a beer costs here in Berlin? It's crazy cheap. It's cheaper than in Thailand to go and buy a beer here. I just sit down and took a beer, a Berlin Pilsner. Cost €2, $2 for a for a beer. And I come from Sweden where the beer cost around $7. Sometimes $9, $8 in Sweden, but here $1.50 to $2. That's about what they cost here in Berlin. And you eat so cheap here. You eat the kebab for €5 with a Coca-Cola and French fries. And here we have the Berlin Tempelhof Airport, the abandoned airport. Ah, you see the old fighter jet there? I don't know the name, but it looks really old. Amazing. Berlin Tempelhof. Now we go to Berlin city, crossing the airfield. So big airport. I did not know this before. I just jump off the train. I'm just going around Berlin now and just looking around, and then I jump off Tempelhof, and then I Google Tempelhof because something was in my mind that what's the name Tempelhof? I remember it so well, and then I Google it. I remember once upon a time they were famous. This area of Berlin was famous for their airport. You can see here again. This must be from World War II, this airplane. See the black and white, the white star with the black circle. I don't know what that is. I need to Google that. And one thing that are very important when you're walking around in a city in 33 degrees is water. But here in Berlin you can find waters somewhere. You can find water here in Berlin. In you fill it up in parks and so on. You can find it everywhere. superb. Tempelhof. That's a crazy big area. And they don't build any buildings here. So big area for apartment and office buildings, but no, they don't build anything here. That's amazing. Oh, looks good now to take this, but it's expensive, you know. You pay €1 or $1 just to start it, and then you pay 25 cents for every minute you drive. That's quite expensive. It's like $1, €1 for 4 minutes, plus $1 just to start it. $10 for 40 minutes, $11 with the starting cost. So many people bicycling here. Crazy. So big area. It's amazing. Epic. And I don't know where I go. I just go, and I think I cannot turn around. I want to go left here because I go to Berlin City, but I cannot. Oh, over there maybe I can go left. It's very hard to understand how big an airfield can be if you don't walk on it. Now I really understand how. I walked like 40 minutes now. walking on this starting fields here when they land and start the airplanes. It's just crazy. Oh, I love to explore. I did not know about this. Sit down, take a beer. Look, what is Tempelhof? Oh, I remember the airport. So big, so big. And here is something I just seeing in America, like a trailer park. Amazing how many buildings here. People living in this like containers. Have you ever seen anything like this? I hope they have air conditioning, but must be so hot inside there now. No. Maybe it's for immigrants who come here. They have flowers there. Looks like home. And here we have the circus area. Interesting. Really interesting. It must be 50 degrees Celsius in this tent now. Oi. I think I have about 3 kilometers to Berlin city center. And I really need a beer now. We can see here, maybe it's a park over here, I can look. It's beer everywhere in Berlin. You can sit down everywhere, drink a beer. You can sit everywhere, buy a beer. It's very easy to have a restaurant here. I think so. Of course it's regulations, but I think it's more easy to get the license here in Germany to sell beer. Usually walking 6-7 kilometers is nothing, but when it's 33 degrees it's very hot. Oh, now I walk from Tempelhof to Berlin city. And this is a nice church. And we are going to look for a bar somewhere around here. The name is Passion Kirche. So I think it must be Passion Church. The Church of Passion. I don't know what that means. And there we have Austria bar. I don't know, I want a beer. And it's a lovely church. You have a lot of lovely churches in Germany. Really old churches. Hello. Beer.
Bitte? Bier, ja.
Yeah.
Möchtest du draußen dazu?
Lager. Oh, I think I'm going to like this beer a lot now. Walking around in 33 degrees in the shadow. Now I'm going to go into Berlin city after this, and I hope you like this video, and Prost, as they say in German. See you later.